Hey Days fans, oh my goodness, somebody is home.
Sonny! Oh,
Yay, Sonny is home, and I'm so happy because I've been super bored with the show these last couple of months, but knowing that one of my favorite characters is back, hopefully for good, it's just like, yay! Basically, how the episode started off was when Sonny came home, everybody was in the karaoke's house talking, and like, why are you home? Glad you're home, blah, blah, blah. Sonny gave Uncle Victor and Aunt Maggie a check, and it turns out that he sold one of the clubs that they own and that it's been in the family for so many years. And even Aunt Maggie was saying that that was his inheritance, so what's up with that? He was just like, well, y'all do so much for me that I just want to give back to y'all. And even Adrian jumped in and was like, it's for real, like that's our son. And even Uncle Victor was like, y'all raised a good boy, because it was Justin, Adrian, Sonny, Aunt Maggie, and Uncle Victor all up in the house. And so Deimos walks in with his punk ass, with his crazy weirdo ass, and was like, oh, I got something to tell y'all. And everyone in the house was like, what are you doing here? And even he introduced himself like to Sonny, like, oh, you must be my great nephew. I'm your uncle. You must be Jackson. He was like, well, I go by Sonny. So everybody was just looking at Deimos like, what you doing here? And he brings in this dude. This dude turns out to be a good doctor, one of the best doctors in the universe or some shit like that, telling them that he's down to give Aunt Maggie surgery to help her walk again. But then Uncle Victor was like, well, you wasn't down to do it when I asked you about it. And then the doctor was like, well, your brother gave me some insight that I should do this. And in my head, I'm like, mm-hmm. And it turns out that the doctor got some skeletons in his closet, that he's done shit that shouldn't have been done, and Deimos is framing his ass, or blackmailing his ass, as they said. So he was doing this bullshit as a kind gesture, I guess you could say, but I didn't really know too much of what was going on, because when they was talking about it, the only thing Deimos asked from Uncle Victor was, I just want you to be whole again. And I don't know what that means, so let me know in the comments what that means. But that part of the episode, I was just like, well, my man is back. That's all I gives two fuck about. And on top of that, Aunt Maggie might walk again, so yay for that. But part of me is like, they bullshit. They better not fuck with her when they on the table or something. But then that even was part of the discussion, was like, do you really think he's gonna fuck with us like that? Like, he's one of the best doctors in this universe, and do you really think he's down to make me worse, sir? And Uncle Victor was like, nah. And Aunt Maggie was very, like, just let shit go and let me walk again. And not necessarily saying that, but I got the vibe she was like, just let this bullshit go and let me walk again. So that was one story. The other story was THERESA had a dream about how Tate is missing. And yes, Tate is missing. I don't know who the fuck took him, but Tate is missing, and people was framing Uncle Victor for doing it, because apparently the rumor is that somebody is framing Uncle Victor because they mad at his ass or something, and they took it out on Tate. And the other rumor was that Uncle Victor was involved in it because he wants to split THERESA and Brady up. But there's two leads as of right now. One lead is Deimos because he's salty with his brother, and they're just trying to pull that bullshit. And the other lead is that Summer, some girl named Summer, I don't know who the fuck that is, took Tate. And to me, she looked like a wannabe Aubrey O'Day, so I was just like, who is this? But they was just investigating where is Tate. So for me, I was just like, what's going on? Because, yeah, I'm confused. But the main thing I was happy about with this episode was this.
Sonny, what are you doing here? This is home. It's where I belong.
Yay, my boys are reunited, my man are reunited. And I'm just like, because they was looking good, honey. I was just like, ooh, look at my men, look at my babies, like Sonny and Paul, T and Paulson. I was just really excited for that scene, because I was like, oh my god, they're back together finally. Well, we don't know yet, but they're reunited as it should be. And it turns out that when Sonny was talking to his parents, they not together no more, but they're friends and they down to be parents together. And It is what it is. I don't know why they're not together no more. Maybe it's just because Adrian with Luke is and Justin was with Eve at the time. So, I don't know. Again, comments please, because I don't know what the hell's going on with that storyline. But, in the end, THERESA popped off. She let Summer have it.
You're worse than a loser. You're scum. And the only thing you are good at is using people. You tell me where my son is!
It's funny how they was very talking so much shit about each other, because it's like, both of y'all clowns just need to know where the fuck Tate is. And then when THERESA popped off and hit her head on the ground, I was just like,
You got knocked the fuck out, man!
I know she ain't dead. She probably just knocked the fuck out. She probably just sleeping. I didn't see no blood when she was on the ground, so if anything, she just knocked the fuck out, probably dreaming again. But I was really happy with this episode, y'all, because Freddie Smith came back, and hopefully he back for good. But until then, I'll see y'all tomorrow.